This is a podcast by the Straits Times.
Welcome to the Portraits of Purpose podcast series brought to you by DBS Bank. In this series, nothing shines brighter in the midst of adversity than light born of hope, courage, perseverance, and generosity. You can find stories of purpose-driven people who demonstrate such qualities at the website go.dbs.com/portraits. In this first episode, we meet Walter O, co-founder of Boxgreen, a certified B corporation where they use business as a force for good. So hi Walter, tell us, what is Boxgreen's business?
We are a healthy snack food company, and we deliver healthy snacks to homes and offices.
Your entrepreneurship story didn't just start with Boxgreen, right? I mean, you did have a sense that you had the business bug in you when you were younger?
I was quite a rebel when I was young. I was never great at studies. And I was always, doing very random things, kind of like trading magic cards, buying and selling camera equipment. So there was a bit of a business streak in me. And I remember the holidays I would be selling Christmas cards, knocking on doors.
So Walter, in 2008, you studied business and economics at the University of Illinois in the US. Now, interestingly, you became the personal assistant to a student with cerebral palsy. That's how you also earned some extra money there?
It was an interesting job, and it was very meaningful. It's helping a student in his second year, kind of help assist in his day-to-day, like showering or using the bathroom. We built a good bond, and at the same time, it did help with a bit of the allowance as well. So that was kind of, I guess, opportunistic, but it was also good experience.
Now, after graduating, you were accepted into the DBS Management Associate Program. Your fellow trainee, Andrew Lim, would become your eventual business partner in setting up Boxgreen. Now, how did you get this startup idea while at work?
You sit for 10 to 12 hours a day, and the vending machine only had crappy snacks, and then you have souvenirs that your colleagues bring back, the Tokyo bananas and whatnot. The last thing you want is put some, chocolatey things in your body, right? So snacks delivered to your doorstep or your desk, it seems like a great idea.
So that was the seed for the business idea. Now, within 3 months, you had 200 subscribers. And in 2014, you quit your full-time job, said goodbye to your high 4-figure salary to sell healthy nuts.
Of course, giving it up wasn't easy. Parents, they think I'm crazy, to come back and take a job and then quit after 3 years to sell nuts. Entrepreneurship is kind of like a calling somehow. So I always felt like I gotta try it before it's too late. You're doing for everything, from packing to social media marketing to going out to meet clients. So it was a whirlwind, basically, doing everything. It wasn't easy, definitely. And then we didn't draw a salary for the first 2 years easily. There are points where you feel like you want to give up and go back to working because you don't really have anyone to fall back on, right?
So Walter, 3 years into your startup, you're almost reaching breaking point. You wanted to outsource your manufacturing, and so you found alternative and better paying employment for your 3 packers. But we understand they didn't want to leave, and they actually dug into their savings to help Boxgreen keep manufacturing within the company. And now they are company shareholders too, I see.
When they first mentioned it, I was quite shocked, and Andrew was quite shocked also. We never expected that, but it was a nice gesture, and I think that was also a turning point for the business to kind of focus on the social mission. It was always there without us knowing at times, but I think the intention is always the doing good element.
So on the business front, Boxgreen does supply snacks to 500 offices and 2,000 homes and has crossed the $1 million mark in revenue. You have this motto called Snack good, do good, where Boxgreen donates a portion of every sale to help provide meals for the underprivileged. I mean, you also employ housewives, single mothers, and in 2019, Boxgreen also opened a packing facility in Changi that helps to rehabilitate ex-offenders.
Every time we start off with the intention of wanting to do good, something better will happen. And I think that's a constant reminder of like the DNA of the company, that we are not here to just, maximize profits, but there's more to it. We didn't set off thinking that, we want to change the world. It was more like, hey, let's be a bit better every day. And that has kind of like an amplifying effect, as long as you don't forget the why.
Thanks, Walter. You've really given us a real portrait of purpose. The Portraits of Purpose podcast series is brought to you by DBS Bank. In this series, nothing shines brighter in the midst of adversity than light born of hope, courage, perseverance, and generosity. You can find stories of purpose-driven people who demonstrate such qualities at the website go.dbs.com/portraits. Do watch out for our next episode in a week's time on Sunday to find out who will be featured and their story of purpose in this podcast series.
That was an SPH podcast by the Straits Times. Find us on Spotify, Apple or Google Podcasts, or streaming on Google Home. Do feedback to us at podcast@sph.com.sg. You can also check out more podcasts on various topics at the Straits Times, the Business Times, and Money FM 89.3.